Well, today I will demonstrate the upcoming sound pack as a huge update for A321 FSL Microsoft Flight Sim Blue Sky Star Simulation sound pack. This is available already at blueskystar.net. I will throw a link in the description here, but there's going to be also the version there right now is the slightly older version. Today you will hear the most newest version, and in the end of the stream I will upload the new version. Matter of fact, in the process of the stream I will upload it there. As well as I will upload it to SimMarket. But if you want to support me, it's better to get it from blueskystar.net. That way I'll get right away without delay. I'll get the money without delay. Meaning, you know, if you get to the stores, I'll have to wait a month and stuff like that. So it's always better to support direct. Alright, so today I will fly 3 types. So I'll fly this one, and I'll fly 2 more types with the proper SOP, all normal operations. We hope it's gonna be normal. Hope nothing's gonna fail, but we never know, because I always fly for real world failures. So any surprise could be any moment. So far it's been good to me. Alright, and we are located at San Francisco. It's early morning. We got a first flight into the Portland, Oregon. I'm here outside. The airport's kind of gloomy outside. I will just gonna make sure that the aircraft is choked, the APU area is clear, and the gear doors are closed. The aircraft doesn't have any bumps from the external vehicle, like, you know, ground vehicles or anything like that. Just kind of like a rough safety. So looking good. We can go inside and then we'll get it powered on. Get the power established, and then we'll take it from there when we'll pick up the OFP. I believe it's within 1 hour, so the boarding should start within 20 minutes. Okay, so we gotta be quick. I'm not gonna play around too long, but it's already, you can see how the FPS is better, because San Francisco for me is kind of on a bad side of FPS, especially with all this traffic. And one of the reasons is I got a 4K big TV, you know, 48-inch. So so the X2 is already pushing like 49, 52 FPS, which is enough for me for now. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be much better later. And also one life hack that I use, that once I'm in cockpit, I turn off the traffic for now, just like that, because why would I need it anyway? I don't see it, you know, and that helps me to get better FPS while I'm here preparing, you know. And you can see right away that it's getting better. Okay, let me
Жопой торгуете, леди. Нет, пиздой.
нахуй выключить эту хуйню. So all right, so the yeah, I'm gonna power it on, and we'll take it from there. And we're gonna use the regular normal undisclosed companies SOP for this flight. Just you can use it. It's pretty much common to most of the companies, the SOPs they have. All right, so there's an open door here, and it's on GPU. Okay, so we're gonna come in. Just gonna move these seats here. And get power established. So our melt scan is auto, gain and cal. Radar is off. Masters are off. Ground spoilers retracted and flaps are up. Gear levers down and wipers are off. We got the external lights, external power light available, so we're gonna switch on the batteries, which are above 24 volts, which is sufficient for us, and switch on external. All right, once it comes alive, I tend not to touch anything except lights, because it self-tests all the systems. So I'm just gonna set up the lights now inside the cockpit and the external lights, which is required when the power is supplied to the aircraft. Alright, so we'll just wait. You see how it's self-testing itself, so we'll just wait about a minute or so before we start doing anything. So it's a good way to set up your nest, to set up the lights, of course the external lights, the internal lights, the set the correct numbering for your seats. And also, while it's turning on, I'm gonna go have a quick smoke. But before I do that, let's just make sure that our tech log is current and normal. So yeah, you see we got handrail crack on row 6. Handrail cracked. Oh well, duct tape. Repair with duct tape. Speed tape for everything, guys. Speed tape for everything. Lav Fox wall damage. Lavatory east forward wall. 2 small holes. Tape applied. That's normal. Okay. And we got a captain tray table and op. Seriously. My table tray? Oh, it's hanging on the bolts. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take lunch on it then. Alright. Well, an up and then an up. We got the cabin crew single seat torch and op. Race to a level 1. Alright, so these are defects that are okay to fly with. so nothing major. Then I'm gonna check the data here. AC status, and we're still current with correct engine number. Alright, so as well as we're gonna check the navigraph is connected. Alright, it is connected. Alright. Okay. So first flight to Oregon. So I'm gonna get myself a checklist here. Other docs. Alright, so the initial safety preparation. So we're gonna go with the test with the fire test. Make sure looking good. Alright, and then we're gonna do a quick annunciator light test. We're gonna do Christmas tree illuminated. Okay. That's good enough for now. And check, do a long recall here. Do a long recall, then check the engine oil quantity, 17.5, hydraulic quantity, all in the greens, and the cockpit oxygen, 1950 psi. Also, we can connect it to crew supply and check the oxygen mask here. As well as we will connect it to ground control and give it a test as well. For that, we're gonna have to switch to int and switch off. So As far as I know, depending on the CVR model, for the CVR for the 30 minutes is continuous tone or short tone, and CVR 120 minutes is short tone and a beep every 4 seconds. And the audio test signal stops when the CVR test button is released. So like pretty much what we need to do is turn off the loudspeakers, set the switches to INT right here. They're already set. Yep. And then press the CVR test and hold it. Here's the tone. And push it back. Switch it back. Put the loudspeakers to about half. Okay. And I'm gonna power on the ADIR as well as arm the emergency exit lights. Smoking is to auto, and test the seat belts. There you go. And that's the calls. All right. Inside here, we got 6. Yeah. So let's get the connect the external air inside. So we'll get prepare the cockpit, the cabin for boarding. So we'll establish PCA, and we'll wait until it's a little bit more warmer for the boarding. Also, what we can do is we can check if the aircraft was powered off for 6 hours and more. We can check the the batteries. Let's switch them off. Make sure that these stay off sometime, and then connect them back, see if they charge up. See they charging up. Looking good. And the batteries normal. TR, the voltage and amperage is looking good. All looking great. Also do a alternate parking brake test. We're gonna need to chocks is set and make sure the chocks are on. Switch off the parking brake, and then you press the pedals, make sure the brakes have some pressure. Just kind of pump like this. Looking good. Put them on back. Okay. Alright, so let's get the preliminary field weather information. Just off here for the D-ATIS. Or let's keep it like that. So it does not interfere with the. We'll just get a METAR. There you go. We'll keep that. Make sure all the proper documents on board. MEL, technical log, RCL, QRH. And the before walk around we'll split in two for before walk around seating and seated and standing. For seated, I already did my job. I checked the engine oil quantity, hydraulic and door. I'll check oxygen pressure, flight control, flaps. I checked the flaps and spoilers position, brakes. I checked parking brake set, the acupressure and parking brake is set to on. I also check the alternating brake. The yellow pump off. The shocks are on. Parking brake set. Yeah, the standing and checks for all the emergency equipment here. Escape ropes, CBs. Make sure all CBs are in. Kind of from the side right here. See nothing sticks out. No white coats. Looking good. And the top one is the one needed as well. Make sure these are. So the only whites we have here is the one that are not made yet. This is for the galley. So I can live with that. The rest of them, all of them work. Unlike the Phoenix. So yeah, check the life vests, escape ropes, smoke hoods, gloves, axe, portable fire extinguisher, oxygen mask, and the landing gear pins, on board and stowed. Alright, so one of us will go outside, fully walk around. Also, I will ask the first officer to give me a light test. So when I'm outside, I'm gonna give him signals so I can switch on all the lights on to make sure all the lights are working. Alright. Looking good, let's go. Alright, so short pause. I'll return in about 5 minutes. Garen Vanderpool, will there be a BSS sound pack for Phoenix A320 series? I think so. Maybe later. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Perhaps. Yeah. It's just the fact that I really fell in love with the flight sim labs, and I think not that I think I know for sure that it's more realistic as far as all the systems working and etc. So to me it's like, why having something less if I can have something more, right? And they're expecting to push the 320 series and 319 series as well. And I've done the video to compare how, I mean, it's dramatic how FS Labs has so many systems that are working more than Phoenix. Even on the level of just CBs, there's like 1 to 5, you know. And we tried it, we saw. Plus the FS Labs has the complex failure situations, which one failure can progress into the other one. So like you got low oil, oh guess what, you're gonna have like the over tamp or something like that, and then the vibration, and then engine failure, stuff like that, or like the generator failure, you know. That's what I like, because so just out of maybe commercial reasons, because I know a lot of people just fly Phoenixes, and although I don't understand why, if you have such sophisticated model, which I've compared it like ground and sky. My friend, looking forward to BSS Tallest 330 900 Neo sound pack. Are you working on it? So right now, no, but I have it in mind. So far, I'm gonna finish the story with FS Labs. I'm gonna push it into the sim market. Then I got the sound pack that already done. It's already finished. It's 90% finished. So might as well push it out, and that's gonna be for the 7.6, the Boeing 757 for X-Plane. And then I actually might get the 330 going. So that's the short plan, I think. Alright guys, let me go outside for 3 minutes. I'll report back in 3 minutes. We'll see you. I'm back. Thanks, my friend. The tallest A330 is just the only one you did not have done. Oh, not only one, yeah, but that one is in the plans for sure. I also plan to do the one for Zibo, to finish off the 757, 767 story. Maybe go into the Embraers. So there are plenty of which ones to do still. And so far, if you guys really want really nice sounds, the top line of my work for CFM 320 family is this one. I mean, you'll hear how it sounds. It's amazing. And you know how I always do. I always do. When I work on Soundpack, I don't stop working until I myself enjoy it, so that, and I'm really picky about stuff, you know. So I'm really picky about the sounds in general. I mean, I can hear it. So when I totally make it to perfection, then I'll release it. So that one is an update of because the FSL was updated and they changed some stuff, so I had to redo the volumes, and then meanwhile I was like, well, I can make the engine sound a little bit better, so I did that as well. The Tollies family. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah, and if you don't know the looseless scaling, which gives you a really nice boost, it's a twice more FPS. You can give even more you can get. But I've stopped it twice just because I don't want to have any input lag. As well as the Rex Atmos, which I created my own profile for it, so it's with the reshade as well. So let's go back into the plane and grab our OFP. So the external walk around is complete. I didn't do the external walk around all the way, but you know, it's complete. I was smoking. Okay, so out here I purchased almost all your sound packs for XP. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Such a very talented guy. I really can't wait for the BSS Solid 330 soundbite. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for kind words. It really means a lot to me because nowadays, you know, we got a lot of competition, a lot of stuff. It's really hard to grab attention of customer. It's changed dramatically since like when I started doing this. The industry changed a lot, so trying to swim with all this stuff it takes some nerve, but that's what I'm working for you guys to enjoy it. All right, so we'll continue with the our SOP. The work around's complete. We did the before boarding clearance we gotta talk to our cabin crew, and we gotta do a BCDE checklist, which is we gotta let them know what's the flight time, routing, the weather, the baggage, the seating issues, the CG issues, communication such as like intercom, discrete codes and stuff like that, the documents and emergencies, so on. And we check the technical status of the aircraft, the environment. We got the preliminary weather inside the airport here, and we check the aircraft on board documents, which is plenty. It's as many as 20 documents on board that it has to be, which is regular aero, such as like the registration, airworthiness, you know, operator certificate, insurance, radio license certificate, you know, the mobile wireless license, the weight certificate, the noise certificate, the RESM, iPad, the residual disinfection certificate, you know, all the kind of stuff. So we got all that, and we did the cockpit prep. The overhead is done just in this nature. So now we'll grab the OFP from SimBrief. And now we'll actually I'm gonna share it to you here so you see what I'm doing. I'm gonna do a new flight, American Airlines. It's gonna be 1076 from SFO to PDX, A321 type, and the correct frame. Alright. So that's our selected route. So that's what I'm doing basically in this order. Why I grabbed the preliminary weather, so I know where the winds are, so I know if the departure runways are correct. And I know that in San Francisco are one left, one right is departure runways, and the 28s are the arriving. But it's also could be the 28s could be for departure. So it's an if story, but we'll keep it for one left for now. Then out here I'm gonna just do a preliminary weather check. So I'm gonna get the forecast and I'm gonna look on PTX the TAF. So current is 003 3/4 stat miles, overcast 003, so low FR. And it's improving. It's gonna improve at about 17, 15, 18, 20. Oh. Hmm. 1446. Okay. Issue. Alright. So, based on that data, I'm gonna pick the right alternate. So, when we have airport with such conditions, we have to have an alternate by FAA regulations. So that one is, and it's gotta be the alternator, but it's gotta be obviously with the better weather. So I'm gonna check the radar. And basically the visibility. Okay. I'd rather to switch it to high FR here. Okay. I'm gonna use the. There's no point of using Seattle because it's the same story. So most likely that would be somewhere on. Well, yeah, the RDM is the only airport out here which is anything suitable. Okay, so we'll keep it at that. And also I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna need any extra fuel. So just because of the weather, I'm gonna get the extra weather fuel. So I'm gonna just get extra 2,000 pounds. And that's it. So it's 15:42. 40 minutes is enough. So we'll keep it at, let's say 20. Okay, that's good. And the generate. So it's a flight plan. Okay, let's get it in. The rest of it you guys will see on the screen. I will get back to that other screen when we'll do the briefing and preparation. So get that OFP in here. It's gonna go off, just go over it. So cost index is gonna be 12, 360, flight level 360. RDM is the alternate. We'll have the block fuel is 19.1 with extra 2000 truck and 2 Griffel Makrug Timbers 3. We will have the 187 souls on board with 37 cargo and 0 fuel weight WAG 447 TOW 163.3. Okay. That's just offhand. We are located at 76, gate 76. ATSU, AOC, init, and then init air. I'm gonna request. Gonna set our crew details, our crew captain number and co-pilot number. Then what we want to do is we want to get the catering right off, so we will get the 30% of water and 30% of catering inside and request the catering to be done. Now the boarding will start at 1550. And yeah, requests. As well as out here is 3.7 cargo, so I will use such so we have like. Okay, and get a 2000 here and 17 in the middle here. Okay. That's correct. The block, the tax fuel, the trip fuel, all correct. The 0 fuel weight, it's all correct. As we briefed just a minute ago, sent. And usually we can do a begin so it can fill us up already. For the fueling, the seatbelt should be off. Why it's not fueling up. So I'm gonna grab the departure ATIS, the weather, PDX, forecast, and METAR. I had to step away for a moment. Are there plans to make a sound pack for Phoenix Airbus series? Garen, perhaps. Yeah, perhaps in future. Yes. There you go. There, our fueling has started. And in 3 minutes we'll start the boarding as well. Alright, so we'll continue with the with our regular diff rips story for the filling out this. I just do like that. I use the desk pin. It's much convenient for me. So cost index 12, cruise level 360, that's correct. The cruise level temperature TOC, we go out here minus 54, so slash minus 54. Ground temp 7, that's correct. And tropo is a TOC is 362. 362. I'm gonna request the winds. Wind data. And their flight number is correct. Out here, then we'll go to flight plan, San Francisco. Let's grab the clearance first. Just try to grab the clearance not later than like 1 hour prior, because there's a limit for the clearances. Usually they get like around 40-30 minutes prior. And if you're using a VATSIM or Pilot Edge or anything like that, the CPDLC also could be working here. So that the aircraft has all of this stuff available. You can actually go and do a pre-departure clearance with all of this correct stuff. So you enter the 76, the flight number, which is 1076. Here's the boarding starting. So ATIS ID is ATIS information. We're waiting on the beyond ATC to update. They update it like every other day. I can see. Not sure what they're doing. All right, so we're expecting truck and 2 grateful transition with 1 left. If you guys want to grab clearance without a pan, you can actually do it. I'll show you how to do it. It's really easy. Make sure you open your flight plan, right? So just make sure that you know it's truck and 2 departure grateful. Then open the Navigraph, import, and then open the SID pages. So if you have amended SID, if you have amended clearance, you kind of know what SIDs are there. So sometimes, a lot of times, they'll give you amended clearance, and they're like, "We have amended clearance for you. Advise when ready to copy." That's in reality. In reality, out here they'll start going off with right away with the different SID. So you should have it. It's like, all right, cleared with Mullen 9 departure. And you're like, Mullen, Swollen, Smollen. You don't know. So it's good to have us right away here. That's one. Second, the truck and 2 departure, make sure that if the departure is correct, that the departure frequency is the same as here, then you won't have to insert anyway. You don't have to write anything. You'll know that it is as published, and you can do it such way. Go to taxi. You'll listen to the ATIS 1885. 1885. Just gonna make sure to get it a little bit. Yeah, there you go. 1885.
1 left, 01 right. 5G notice in effect. Advise on initial contact. You have information.
Golf. You get it here.
San Francisco Airport information. information golf.
Okay.
1550 Zulu. Wind 215 at 5. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 300. Temperature 07. 2.06. Altimeter 3021. VFR conditions. Landing runway 28 right, 28 left. Departing runway 01 left, 01 right. 5G notice in effect.
That's it.
Initial contact, you have information golf.
Golf. Okay. Golf.
San Francisco Airport information
And then
golf.
clearance 18.2.
1550 Zulu. Wind 215 at 5. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 300. Temperature 07. 2.06. Altitude.
So we can write it in the scratch pad like this, right? So we know we had Golf, San Francisco clearance, American 1076 with Golf, ready copy IFR to Portland.
American 1076, San Francisco clearance. Thanks for information golf. Cleared to Portland. Truck into departure with the GRTFL transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 120.9er. Squawk 6243.
That's what I'm talking about when I said the SID, right? You got the trucking, and this is all as American 1076 clear to Portland via trucking to departure. Grateful transition then as filed. Climb via the SID. Departure 120.9er, squawk 6243.
American 1076, read back correct.
Alright, so
Contact ground 121.8 when ready for pushback or engine start.
21.8, American 1076. See you. Okay. Alright, so we're on the ground already, and yeah, the departure is the same as published, so 120.9. So we can just get that climb via the SID 6243, so we don't have anything to write. 6243 on above TA array. That's it. We can clear that and clear that. Easy as that. Alright, so now we know it's trucking, departure, and we can open the one left trucking, two grateful. Alright, so flight plan, departure, one left, trucking two, grateful, insert. We can switch that to plan. Bam, 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 bam. Direct Machu, Timbers 310 left. 10 left. Timbers 3 Machu. And that's correct. Alright. Let's right off, let's cross check that. So what we want to do is we want to read the fix here on our OFP and then confirm it with the fix we see on the screen. So tidy. So we can go by 3. I usually go by 3, like tidy, truckin', grateful. Tidy, truckin', grateful. Then Machu, Hubbox, eyeball. Machu, Hubbox, eyeball. Aaron, Moxie, portal. Aaron, Moxie, portal. Timbers, Vance, flower. Timber, Vance, flower. Just gonna go there and there, there and there, you know what I mean? Full sail brew. Full sail brew, pub, and then onto arrival. Onto the approach, I'm sorry. Alright, now I'm gonna look in chat once in a while. Phoenix sounds so great, but when the boarding door is open, I can hear the APU in cockpit. When is timeline on that sound pack? No timeline is for now, but we'll keep you updated. The all news updates usually on Facebook and Discord. So if you let me switch that. If you just write if you have the Discord. If not, then I'll. Also, would you recommend buying the FS A321 just for a sound pack? I recommended to buy it just for the Airbus, because this is the closest to Airbus that I ever seen, and it's literally everything is working here like it's supposed to, and as well as you have the sound pack. Nate, channel name? Just one sec. One second. I'll get a link. One sec. All right, here's the invite link. Can you turn the APU on? I will. 15 minutes prior to departure. It's gonna be soon, actually. All right, so we've cross-checked the flight plan, the actual one. Now, what's the time? 16:01, and we are departing 16:20. Yeah, we can turn on the APU now. You can actually hear the APU here. I'll show you what I mean. We'll switch off the GPU. I'm sorry, the PCA. And then if we do like this, that way you can hear engines as well, and that's amazing. You can hear even like the fan blades. So even though it's all the way back there, faintly we'll hear it. But outside you hear it really nice. Out there when you out back. It's kind of hard to hear because all of this, the inlet sound is on the way, but when you just start off of APU, you'll hear it really good. As well as like the packs, you can hear it. The pack turbines. You can also hear them if you're like so. We have the cockpit door open and the packs are running. When they starting up, you'll hear them in here. You can kind of hear them the same now as well. Okay, so going further now. As you can see, we've done the flight plan cross-check. Then we got to do the alternate flight plan here. So the alternate is direct cookies, Capri, and direct RDMs to 9er. So out here, PDX, you gotta check for the mist. PDX, same runway we are landing. Shut up. Same runway we landed on, and then direct cookies. Portland 2. So when there is no departure, or there's no SID, when the big airports like that, is usually the one that carries the same name in the United States. Insert direct cookies, Capri, and then RDM runway 29 is for RNF 29. Okay. All right. So make sure all that is in. Flight plan, secondary flight plan. Combi active. Going into the first pigs and punch new destination, the same airport, San Francisco. This is in case we're gonna be with the engine failure, engine fire, and anything, we have to come back to the same airport. Boom. San Francisco. Now, there are two ways. Sometimes, if you go out here, just for this, just for engine out, one left, any information, just don't worry about it. Just hit calc, and out here usually is going to be the engine out SID in this space. If it's not here, go to black box, I'm sorry, 711, and then type the airport code, and then you see the engine out SID. Because this information about engine out SID is company specifics, so it's not really out there too much. So out here, we're gonna depart one left, so track 014 to 3 DME SFO 15.8, then right turn to Dumba and hold. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do it. Track 014. 523 DME SFO. So that's gonna be PBD, place bearing distance. So SFO slash 014 slash 3 DME, right? Boom. We can clear that 520 out. That's our engine out SID starting here. Then right turn to Dumba. So Dumba. So this entirely is just for the engine out. So if we're gonna get an engine out, right off we're gonna switch to the secondary flight plan, which is easier. It's a lot easier for us. And the engine out SID is 1000. Engine out altitude 1700. So, and we're gonna come back to the same airfield, but we're gonna use the 128 left. So all this in here. Okay, that's good. So in here also, meanwhile, until you're gonna switch, you're gonna need navigation right off, right? So remember you had PBD05 here already, right? You can go to first fix, left select keys, fix info, and PBD05 it was, right? So boom, right away. And what we see here, PBD05, we can cross the radius about 2 or 3 miles. Let's do 2. This is just for the visibility, so we can see where to, so it doesn't get lost on the chart, right? You can do it with 1, whatever, depending. So right here, and as well, or there's another way. We can clear this out and do SFO 14. Oh, I'm sorry, SFO, just SFO. Then get a 14. This is just a 14 track, right? And then distance 3. Radius. So there you go. This is how you fly. So you're gonna fly the blue line first initially, and then go here and do a PBD. So for the visibility of the fix itself, you can push direct to it as well. Boom. You see? And then Dumba. Again, just in a fix, Dumba. And see kind of where it is. Right turn. Okay, that's it. That's all you have to do. And then in performance, right off, you can set the engine out 1700. Engine out. Okay? So that's for any engine out. ER required NADP2, which is thrust reduction acceleration 1130. And that's it. So this is much. Init, alpha, all the information, flight plan, secondary flight plan with EOSID, red nav. Make sure all these are in here for the double, just, you know, for the redundancy, right? SFO 14 track, and of course then you need Bravo and copy number from here, from the block, and let's check. Yeah, out here we should enter 4454 as uplink, and then send it. AOC. And make sure what we have here. Okay, so we got a slot notification. It's first release 1640, 1620. That's soon. We're kind of running a little bit late because I'm explaining a lot, so this is why it takes so long. The departure information, the load sheet. Usually the first one is not correct. The final load sheet is correct, and it's here. And it's still you see, I still haven't figured out why it's not filling up the way it's supposed to. 108, 174, 178, that's not correct. So we'll go and make sure what it did. Yeah, it did not fill any water or anything. Like, I don't know what the heck is it. Why is it doing so? Okay, not 100%, 30%. My friend, 30. Catering, please. Also, I'm gonna open these. And open my door. I'm gonna ask you to close the door. So these are kind of something that needs to be addressed. As well as out here, I want, as I said, 2,000 here and 1,700 here. Please board this now. Send it again. So now it's filling up the cargo. Yeah, while it's doing that, let's see if it's gonna get updated any better. Let's get the performance. Now the performance you can do so many ways, guys. The performance request here with the ATSU, AOC, receive messages, departure ATIS, and just 2105 here, 210 at 5, temperature 7 inches, 3021, intersection no anti-ice, no wet, no packs off, no. And I'm just gonna fill up to the supposed TOW how it was supposed to be. 163.3. So 163.3. We don't know estimated MACTO yet, so nah. Let's just keep it. Let's set it as 2 just for this. No, it's not gonna matter for the calculation. And then we'll wait for the performance on the second page here. Then you can do it here. You take off and make sure to populate all this. The flex, I don't really think it's gonna be a flex. Toga, we're pretty heavy and there's just short runways. Dry, one left. AC on, AI off. 2, this is all correct. 161.3, this is all correct. Okay, calc. Out here. So out here, for sure you're gonna need, because it's gonna calculate the step trim. Alright. At least, you can calculate your step trim right away yourself as well. So you can go to... See, it's doing that. I don't really like why it's closing up without my consent. Probably can change it somewhere, but I don't know how to. So if anything is not as you want it. 1447, so 1434. So we still require this, and then it's 145.1. And I know why, because all right, 1447. So we are heavy, just 400 pounds. 42, 69, 76. That's max. Wait, it's not supposed to be like that, because I have limitation on passengers. It's like a full plane. Yeah, we got a full plane. Okay. Sure. So, okay. Well, we get 1,300 then here instead. And that way 1447 is. Now, you can see the gross weight here. CG 27.7, and you can kind of look at here 27.7. So 27.7 is gonna be 0.03 up, yeah. So you got your THS calculator right here, or you can use that what I just showed you. 2-3 up, okay. And then another way you can calculate that. When Toga, I don't really care. I'll go off of this one. Now, what they don't show here, and that they will never show, they kind of show it here because it shows the runway required stop margin. You see, like a stop margin out here. This is important. In here, in the performance here, it will not show you the stop margin information. And it gives you a flex version, right? So I'm not gonna take that. Might as well, actually, another way, go to SimBrief. There are plenty of performance calculators, guys. And they all kind of show a little different information. So you can have that one, you can have in SimBrief. Populates. You can have it disabled, just go Toga, populate weather, and then 38, 42, 48. And that's, oh, this is a one, flap 1. Flap 2, calculate 36, 36, 40, 30, 37, 41. So it's close, yeah? At least you out here you can see like a graphical kind of where your margin at margin 1600. So yeah, so that's good. We'll keep that one. All right, 30, 37 to 41. So 2 up, 03 Toga, 30, 37, 41. All right, so we're done here. $30.21. 3021. 3021. 3 times. .3021. Switch to arc. Constraint 10. Arc 10. Constraint inches 3021. Then into the SID. You can just read what's in the box. You don't have to do everything else. 1 left right, climb heading 014 to 520, then right turn direct 2D. Yep. Cross 288 above 3000 and track 043 to truckin'. Top alt 190. Alright, so we climb via the SID, so 190. Got a pretty high altitude right off. Flight level, I should say. Alright, and you just make sure if you got any restrictions on that speed. Nope. That's for 2.8, so no restrictions on speed except the 2501. Okay, so at that moment we are ready with within all this information that we need to enter inside the aircraft, and the aircraft is all ready for the cockpit prep. Now, only thing I have left is to give you a briefing, both emergency briefing and standard briefing, and to get a welcome for the passengers. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, shoot them in chat. Do you think you can also do a sound pack for the Inbuilt 320 Neo and Inbuilt? Yes, I can do that. We'll try to grab as much as possible. There's a lot of work, guys, and I'm only one by myself, and I do explain in this, so it's, you know. Alright, so as we go really by standards, right? So out here, what I'm doing is nothing is different than how they would do in airlines. Alright, so for the briefing, to give you kind of the easiest way of doing it, imagine yourself standing here in a gate, and imagine all path from the gate to climbing to the climbing altitude, to climbing flight level, and kind of go through it. So we're standing, and you can brief it that way. We are at gate 76. Local weather is information Quebec 21005. This is temperature 76 3021, and we are gonna be pushing nose left. You can also switch here to see that. If it does not work like that, do it reset. And then do it again. There you go. So yeah, we're located at gate 76. We're gonna be pushing nose right, actually. Where's my... oh. I'm pushing back nose right and expecting 7 Alpha, Alpha, Delta, Bravo, with a hot spot 1 out here with this intersection. A lot of runways here, so we're gonna make sure that we follow the Bravo all the way, Bravo or Alpha, all the way down, and then left or right depending what they give. So that's, we got to discuss the hotspots. Alright, so expecting runway 1 left for departure, which is 7,650 feet. Condition is dry, and the performance is 2 up 03, thrust reduction acceleration 1130, engine out acceleration 1700, and speeds are 30, 37, 41. Okay, we'll climb with the 520. We'll turn right to tidy, then trucking, and follow the trucking to departure when we're cleared to be at the SID 190. Okay, so this is not the air. It's gonna be takeoff is gonna be from the left side. So I'm pilot flying today on this flight. It's gonna be a it's gonna be 1 hour and 19 minutes flight. The weather is discussed, and we'll rebrief on cruise level about the arriving weather. We already briefed it. I'll go over again with you so you guys can see. All right. So the forecasts is gonna be improving. Currently it's forecast miles. It's already improving. Drizzle, mist, overcast 005. So it's already improving. Looking good. The weather radar looking pretty much clear. Check the satellite as well. You can see there's a lot of low altitude clouds. No SIGMETs on the way, and significant weather, none on our way as well. Okay, so let's check the jet stream. Get a little bit, tiny bit of jet stream, but we're not gonna be on it since we're already gonna be in descent by that time. And turbulence from 320 down, looking pretty decent. So it's gonna be a really smooth flight. No turbulence on the way, guys. And the icing as well. There's gonna be no icing. This is short, small on 5000 here, and PDX not much. It's, yeah. All right. You can also look at the tropopause, but we already discussed when we checked the tropopause. That's usually tropopause borders. Tropopause borders are usually consistent with the turbulence. Low clouds, yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. That old cloud, the low clouds. 1300. Kind of go through it. So looking good. All right. Now for the NOTAMs. The San Francisco see if any closures. Don't see any closures for the runways or taxiways. For departures, alright, just gonna go over the NOTAMs, departure NOTAMs, of course, and we're looking good. Okay. Make sure the box is all set up. Oh, the box is not set up. I was looking at no altitudes there, so I was like, what the hell? 0 fuel weight. Is 144.8. And CG 30.5. Now also we're gonna need to fill out these times and weights. I'm sorry, summary and fuel. So out here, taxi 0.6, so 0.6. Route reserve contingency is 1.5. Fine res 3.7. And the alternate is 2.9. And now look at the extra. We got 0.2 extra. All right. Alrighty. And it all, and it be flight plan, secondary performance, looking good, ladies and gents. All right. So FCU check 3021 QNH FD constrained arc 10 speed heading vertical speed 190 pushed vertical speed constrained arc 10 3021 QNH FD. Instruments 41 red 30 blue climb nav blue 1 FD2 19,000 190 blue 020 ground speed 0279er. Right side is the same. Okay. Now. No. Alright, now for the emergency briefing. For any failure before 100 knots or V1, unclearly call out malfunction and will stop or go. If I call stop, apply reject and take all procedure and bring an airplane to a complete stop. We'll set the proper brake and call attention cruise station. You will monitor rev green and decel and silence any oral warnings and inform ATC. You will carry out ECAM actions in my command. If evac is needed, we'll call out the evac checklist. Okay. After V1, the takeoff will be continued. No actions before 400 feet. AGL except silence the gear. Silence the oral warning and gear up. And reaching 400 feet, ECAM action my command. At 400 feet, we'll track 0. We'll track 014 radial to 3 nautical miles SFO, and then turn right to Dumba intersection and hold. Engine out, altitude 1,700. For engine failure, damage fire. If engine secured, we'll stop ECAM reaching 1,700. We'll push vertical speed to level off, accelerate, and clean up. If engine is not secured, we'll continue climbing until the engine is secured and should accelerate max engine out, acceleration altitude. Even if the engine is not secured. A green dot will open climb, select MCT, continue ECAM in status and consider relay, and follow the engine out routing, which is discussed above. So before 100 knots, I'll reject for any master caution, master boarding. From 100 to V1, I'll reject for severe damage, fire warning, some lost of engine thrust, malfunctions, ECAM trigger, tire fire failure within 20 knots of V1 wind shear, and that's it. Alright, so give me above the line, please. Cockpit prep is completed, gear pins and cars removed, signs on auto, 8 years nav. Fuel quantity is 19.0. TO data is set to up 03 30 37 41. Bear ref 3021 3 times. Above the line is completed. All right. A little behind the schedule, but this is because I have to explain all this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard of this Airbus A321 service 1076 from San Francisco to Portland, Oregon. Flight time today is 1 hour and 19 minutes. We'll be cruising altitude of 36,000 feet. Weather in Portland currently 36 degrees Fahrenheit, foggy and mist. On behalf of myself and the crew, thank you for choosing American Airlines. We're about to close the doors and push back. Got a slight delay. Should make it up. We probably will make it up in a year. Just for now, relax, sit back, enjoy the flight. Thank you. Alright guys, close up. I will finish my cigarette in 3 minutes and we'll go. Brakes on. All right. Leave this one for cruise. Out of curiosity, what triggered you to start creating sounds for the flight sims? Do you have any musical background? Yes, I do. I've been had musical background since I was 12, and I had a band. Was playing a lot. So later, kind of when I grew older, I was like, man, since I didn't get any progress on a famous thing, I was like, well, kind of stopped doing it, you know. But guess what? Here came the aviation. Well, it came a long time ago. I should say I really start flying initially in 2005, 6 maybe. It's a long time ago. Maybe a little bit. Wait, maybe a little bit later. 2007 maybe. Yeah, the sim I started flying since like 1999. So yeah, and I was like, I wanted as much realism as I could get for the models out there. So I started first to create for myself, and then I decided to share. So that's the story. Alright, below the line. Windows and doors closed. Beacon is on. Thrust lever is idle. Parking brake set. The start sequence 2 then 1. Time 16:42. Give me 2 minutes and we'll start going. go. Running a little bit late. We are. But hey, when you're explaining stuff like that, this always happens. 1620, 1640. Yeah, we should have been already in the air 4 minutes. But yeah, small delay. Alright, push back. Time, start. Right is clear, left is clear. San Francisco ground, American 1076, gate 76, ready for push and start.
American 1076, San Francisco ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Face northeast, push and start approved, American 1076. Alright. Slides armed. Oh, I just gotta close the door too. You can hear them in the background. Alright, start number 2. Where she's at. Big set.
Brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 on the front of the cabin. Floor light will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, inform carry baggage on the
Okay, good start number 1.
Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on.
Okay, got good starts in both. After start flow. Up 03. Flight control check. Left, right, up, down. Rudder, right, left. Status recall and reset. Alright, off the start checklist. NTI is not recording status check, pitch trim set, rudder trim 0. Start checklist complete and call for task. San Francisco ground, American 1076 with numbers, ready taxi for departure.
American 1076. I didn't get that.
Request taxi for departure, American 1076 with numbers.
American 1076. Runway 1 right taxi via Alpha, Echo, Alpha 1.
We want one left. One right via Alpha, Echo, Alpha 1, American 1076. We want one left though. I should be able to change.
American 1076, request departure runway change.
American 1076, you've already started.
No, I have not started my taxi. Yeah, it's beyond ATC. That's all I have to say. We're gonna have to redo the performance. Right's clear, left is clear. Yeah. One second. Brake check. Left's clear. Just heavy. Give you a
cabin crew seats for departure, please.
There's United pushing back. Gotta wait for him. Alright, so it's gonna be one right. You know what? We should be able to change the runway, so I'm not gonna change it. This is bullshit. I'm gonna take off from one left anyways. And they're said it like, oh, you already start texting. I never started texting. And before, they didn't even give it any chance of choosing what runway. So that's nonsense. Okay. Where are you going, sir? His wheels are spinning. He's standing. Oh man. Okay, well, that's not gonna happen here, I believe. Really heavy. She's like barely moving. Okay, now we're going. I think it was uphill. That was the reason for it. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to switch the runway. Oh man. Okay, so Alpha 1. Alpha 1. Bring her all the way around. I'll do it when we stop, because we gotta have our eyes outside. So just again. What the heck? This is a critical area because it's crossing like the Okay, we'll change it here. Trucking. Grateful inserts. a longer runway. 30, 37, 41, same thing. Alright, now we gotta look if engine outset if changed. One right, track 014, yeah, it's the same. Track 014 to 3000 SFO 15.8 right turn Dumba. Yeah, okay, good. So that's good. So I was just worried about doing too much work for engine out. Resetting, but came out actually good. $25. Departure. Look, he's gonna play dumb and be like, "You're nowhere near the runway, sir." $20.9. Above the line. Flight controls checked. Flight instruments checked. Briefing confirmed. Flap settings. Configuration 2. V1, VR, V2, 30, 37, 41, 2 up 03. ETC set. Econ memo, take off, no blue. And below the line, cabin crew advised. Engine mode select normal, packs auto. Packs on. And below lines complete. San Francisco Tower, American 1076, holding short. Alpha 1, ready to cross, and 1 right.
American 1076, I didn't get that.
Yeah. American 1076, ready for departure, runway 1 right.
American 1076, San Francisco Tower, Windcom. Fly heading 040, runway 1 right, cleared for takeoff.
040, 1 right, clear for takeoff, American 1076. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 for takeoff, cabin crew seats for departure. Zero 40. Okay. All right. All right, we clear takeoff. Clear approach. Confirm 1 right. 040. Alright, you guys ready? And freaking airport works like the backwards. Like what the heck? I'm gonna do this just so make sure. Just to make sure for now. Alright, let's go.
All
Your
aircraft
question.
advised information India now current. Altimeter 3024.
3024. Let's go. Toga SRS. Rose Blue, speed alive. Что такое? Дали мне ебаными, блядь. 100 knots.
V1.
Rotate. How's it right? You're up.
American 1076. Contact NorCal departure.
On to departure, American 1076. Ruscon. Flap 1. AP. NorCal departure, American 1076, passing 2,600, climbing flight level 190 via the SID.
American 1076. NorCal departure. Radar contact. Cleared direct ID. Rezone the truck in 2.
Direct ID, resume track in 2, American 1076. Flaps up, speed check. Yeah, boy. Now after takeoff, climb checklist. Flaps up. Gear up. No lights. Specs on. Takeoff checklist complete. Yeah, with looseless scaling is much more fun on an FPS wise. There you go. fuel is equal a little bit on the left sides. Just gonna check all the systems here. 10,000 feet. Speed up. Broke.
American 1076, contact Oakland Center 12738.
27.8, American 1076. Oakland Center, American 1076, passing 16.8 for level 190.
American 1076, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 360.
360, American 1076. Transition.
American 1076, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 360.
That's what I said. Climb and maintain flight level 360, American 1076. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. here comes the boring part, you know. I mean, not so boring. You can look out the window, look at traffic, a log like this. Grateful, right? Grateful. Check out here. Just grateful. There you go, grateful. 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes exactly. 14.3 remaining. Yeah, we got plenty more fuel. Yeah, that's because extra 3.3. Yeah, we got that weather fuel in us. The same thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just check it out. Look at the cabin pressure is growing, looking good. Temperatures 22, perfect. We already used up 3,000 pounds. 32.2 American 1076. Oakland Center American 1076 passing 243, climbing 360. Alright, so far so good. Only we got BTX at 1830 and yeah, we're about half an hour late just because of all that delay. Alright, I'm gonna gather the file. I'm gonna gather the file. For the update. Meanwhile, we cruise. And release the Switches. Switches. Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot while we are in cruise. I'm gathering up the update to be published in the store. ты сейчас говорить? Окей, брать. Wind. Так. Select copy. Так. Окей. Да ответь ей, ответь.
Expect Timbers 3, runway 10 left, American 1076.
Окей. Так хорош.
Contact Seattle Center 124.85, American 1076. Seattle Center, American 1076, flight level 360.
American 1076, Seattle Center.
Так. Hmm. Uh, 120 miles stop and descent. Okay, I'm gonna smoke, get a phone call, and we're gonna start down. How does the FS Labs compare to the Phoenix? Let me tell you that in 1 second, okay? You just, Garen, hold on for 2 minutes. Because I gotta make a phone call and we're gonna be starting down descent. I'll tell you, because it's kind of... It's not a one sentence thing. Okay. собирай. Alright, so FS Labs and Phoenix. FS Labs, way more sophisticated by the systems. Like in the back here, in Phoenix, there are about 1/3 of these are not working at all, and the ones that are working, they're not always showing the messages that they're supposed to show. That's one. There's no, like, in there's no tie to, in Phoenix there is no tie to, like, there's no big picture. For example, out here you can come and pull one of these, and like half of the plane will go dark, you know. It is not present there. As well as here, there are accumulating failures, such as, like, it depends. For example, one system fail, it will drag other systems, and they're all dependent. For example, you'll get a vibration on the engine, then you'll get like a so like you get like an over temp or something like that, or you're low on oil, you get high temperatures, then your gen will fail. So it goes with it's really depending on what's one system is tied to another, and they are all tied together. So in as well as flight dynamics, this one is more exact. In my personal opinion, I like this cockpit better, within visuals and how it is feels and etc. So basic things like that. Needless to say about like the quantity of failures, how many failures are here and how they can be triggered, etc. And within how it is progressed, like you see all these little small failures, like you get like laboratory damage or whatever, you know. It's more fun that way. As well as they work in ACARs, the full AOC system. Phoenix doesn't have that. Out here is all ATSU and AOC system is all working and all within how it's supposed to be. In short, it's like that. Before that came around, before FS Labs came around, the Phoenix was the best probably for the Airbus out there in all sims. Now this one is the best. And this is just not like my opinion or something, this is facts, you know. That's what you have as far as systems. So this is more study level. As well as small stuff like you will get the engine outsets, the correct this is all like the performance calculator is the one that they have in most of the airlines. It's nothing like a game type thing that they have in Phoenix. This is more professional and maintenance, you know, you name it.
American
I really like how loosely scaling does its work. It's pretty fantastic on me. Does FS Labs have a Discord? If so, what is the link to it? I'm not sure about Discord. I think I know for a fact that they have a forum. The regular forum. That, yeah, I'm not sure about Discord. I mean, they have long experience with Airbus. I mean, since pre-par, even in pre-par, it was like way sophisticated Airbus than anything else out there. It was the best. Now they transferred here, and I'm really happy. Displays are more correct. Like you can, like out here, displays is just correct colors, correct lighting, everything else. Let's get the arriving ATIS here. Okay, performance. And now you have this sound pack. Now with the sound pack, with the default sound pack on FS Labs, they have all of the systems, all of the switches, everything, like all of it except the engines. It's much way better than Phoenix. But the Phoenix default, if we're talking about default, the Phoenix default engine sounds better than default FS Labs. But we got that problem away with the sound pack. So with my sound pack, you got engines are spot on. .42 3060 at 3. It's like the whole feeling when you fly it. It's feeling that there's stuff behind it, if you know what I mean. It's alive, basically. Will FS Labs do the 319/20? Yes, they will. About Neo, I'm not sure, but 20, I'm pretty sure they'll do a Neo as well. But 19 and 20, I'm pretty sure they're coming back soon. Coming out soon. All right. Now, descent. We're about to start a descent, guys, and I will try to show you the correct descent calculation when you check the managed system with your own calc, and the proper way to do the descent. So you hold on a second. Montreal maximum 240 above portal 270 240 16 portal. Yep. With the performance, we'll go with the Mach 77 300 to get a little bit on the speed, and then here we'll decel timbers descending to 250 vans. Yeah, there you go. So I'll show you the way to do it. the proper descent calculation, if like pilot's discretion, etc. It's for you to arrive, basically to do all descent and idle, all of descent, constant deceleration if needed, and then all the way idle. Basically that. Here is going to be a little bit different, since we got to arrive at pop at 5,210, and then it's going to be probably a little bit different. But yeah, we're going to calculate for 5,000 here and 36, so that's at 31 to go. 31 times 3, 93 miles from pub. That's I'm showing you a really fast way to do it. Pub. Okay, so that's deceleration of 300 to 250. It's 50, and then another 40, 90 knots of decel. 90 knots of decel. That's 1 mile for. For every 10 knots, roughly. Okay, so 90 plus 9, and 3 plus 9, 102. Yeah, there you go. We'll start now. .403 ground speed, so we'll go 2,000. We'll start with 2,000 down. The idea is go slightly below the profile. Sort of. It's kind of, it's long to explain, but I'm gonna try to give you that. So we're currently slightly higher on the profile, so we are higher on energy. Mach 77, we're gonna do a crossover of 300. Let's get down to below the vertical. Yeah. Yeah, we got a speed restriction out here at 270, so we might as well just get it cross over to 270 right off. Get it a little bit more. because we started a little bit past our descent, top of descent, the proper top of descent. We got a headwind, so that's good. We'll be able to follow something. Is there a way to refund explain? I bought explain just for your sound pack, but when I saw you doing the one for MSFS and Boris release, 70% back, so I no longer need explain. I'm not sure about that. I would keep it because Explain has really nice models too. It has the CL650, which is the best model out there. Period. Like if you're talking about jets, there's no better than this. There's in the history of flight simulation, there's nobody ever did the model that are so complicated as the real plane, and that's CL650. So I keep Explain just for that. You might try it and then you see. Just imagine the model that has 2,500 failures. Just imagine that. And anything from like light failure out here on the buttons to complex like smoke in cockpit and bird strikes and you name it. 2,500 failures. Alright, let's slow her down a bit. See, the aircraft they really don't like go down and slow down at the same time. But we much needed to. We're chasing the vertical deviation, so we gotta pass it and then go below it a little bit. There you go. We're just got it, and then we're gonna go slightly below it. Now about 2,000 feet below it, that's when I'm gonna push for ground speed divided by 2 and add zeros for the vertical. So I'm gonna start going a bit. There you go. Looking nice. There you go. That's good enough for now. 2,000. And then we're deselling. Timber's still 270 and then Vance is 250 already. 470. Alright, let's tie you up. Transition. Three 043. can slow down to 250 here. Slow down. $300, so 1,500 will do. Then she'll slow down to 250, that way easier too as well.
Contact Portland approach, American 1076. Take care. Portland approach, American 1076. Good day. Run 15,100 with information Juliet.
Does the FS Labs 320 flight model compared to Tolis? Way better. Much way better.
3043. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 10 left. American 1076.
Tolis has a problem with the transitioning to flare mode of the fly-by-wire, as well as it has a really huge problem of like missing the whole ground effects story. Like you don't even feel like a ground effect. It'll just fall like a rock when you idle. As well as it doesn't fly like 320. So the 320 family, they're rigid. So when you disconnect the autopilot, when you move the side stick, they're kind of like you can even feel as a passenger when you're in a plane. They're really rigid. So they're like boom, kind of they're like they go into a spot like it's some type of detent. I mean, they're really kind of like a robotic way of, especially on the aileron. Tolis does not have that. Okay, let's continue with this. Okay, what are we expecting? 10 left. No NTIs needed there. Oh, calculate. VLS 3540. We'll add 2, so at 142 is going to be VAP. That's just the story of 321. Adding is just much better that way. .321 is a really specific aircraft, guys. I mean, it's 10,000 feet here. Is it's different than 320 and 19 for sure. It flies different, it lands different. Now you see, our blue banana is before the brew, the pub. The pub, which is at 5,000. Boom. And that's how it's supposed to be, because we're still doing 250. We're gonna need to slow down about 40 knots to 210. So we're idling just slightly below the vertical, dude. Radar vectors, ILS runway 10 left. Okay. Two 9 and 3. Millicent Poppy. Missed approach, climb to 800, climbing left turns to 4,200, BTG, VR, radial 160 inbound, BTG, hold, continue climbing, hold 4,200. 1113, 103, final approach fix, Blazer. Alright, so what it is, 10007 stats mouse, overcast 008 413043. The weather has improved. So we got 2,000 to go. That's why we're gonna lower the descent rate like this. Okay, and then so it doesn't have to gas up. At some point, we'll just dial down to 210, and then it will naturally slow down using its own energy. Green dot. Buxom 3,000 feet. Let's make sure that no via. just to make sure. We'll have a buxom there. On buxom 1X. Buxom is at 3,000. There you go. So and then here we arrived to pub at 210 and 5,000. Pretty much on, not pretty much, but all the way on idle. Exchanging energy. If it's 6 miles more than 210, it's okay. They're not gonna kill you for that. I mean, we can dump flap 1 and do 210, but what's the use? Rather save fuel and clean wing until we can. Okay. Alright.
Leave pub heading 295. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 10 left. American 1076.
Approach checklist. Briefing confirmed, ecom status check, seatbelts on, barrel set, MDA is set, engine mode selector normal. Checklist complete. They usually give some crappy ass vectors beyond ATC, I mean. $17 miles. Come on. Don't drive us into mountains, please.
American 1076, turn right, heading 005. Vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 005. American 1076.
So we're at 1920 20 miles, so we'll leave it at that.
American 1076, 13 miles from trail, turn right, heading 060, maintain 2,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 10 left.
That's sloppy. If I would have descend to 2000 right now, I would hit these mountains.
Until established. Cleared ILS runway 10 left. American 1076.
That's a sloppy ass vectors, like I said. Down to 3, we're gonna start down. So we can cross box them at 3000. That's where we're gonna intercept. Approach. Localizer capture. Give me flap 1 and S speed. Performance is activated. Localize. It's 1,300.
2,500.
$2,500. 15 miles. Flaps 2. Speed check. Speed 180. Changing this energy. Speed 170. There she comes. Always intercept glide slope from below, so
American 1076, contact Portland Tower 118.7.
18.7.
Contact Tower 118.7. American 1076. Portland Tower, American 1076. ILS runway 10 left.
American 1076, Portland Tower, wind calm, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Runway 10
Clear
left,
to land.
clear to land. American 1076.
There you go. You're intercepting. Блять, ну как, почему всегда так нахуй не вовремя? Gear down. Managed. Glide slope. Flaps 3. flaps full. That was 42. Missed approach 2000. All right. 42. There you go. Landing checklist. Cabin crew advised. Thrust speed. Eco memo land no blue. Landing checklist complete. All right. Let's get it. Yeah. Checked. $1,000 stabilized. See the runway. So you see, look at the aileron. Like when I do aileron, you see how it's rigid? You see? You see these movements? None of them have like that. So this is spot on. Like this is how the Airbus flies. It's rigid.
500.
It's like cutting corners, you know what I mean?
Hundred above.
Checked. Land green.
Minimum.
Continue. Alright. Lock it in. And then kind of go slightly below. Right
100.
here. Go below, and then
50.
wait for it.
30. 20. Retard. Retard.
At least. That's the textbook landing. I forgot to record it. But I'll explain later how to do it. Manual break.
American 1076, exit right at Alpha 2.
Блять.
Exit right at Alpha 2. American
Блять,
1076.
тайминг охуевший. Ну, прямо как... Да. Ну давай съездим, да. Окей. Давай. Тайминг, как всегда, блядь, ебанутый нахуй. И, ну, я не знаю, я потом, блядь, это какой-то бред. Потом придется мне. I'll see you guys later. Because I really would want to stay and stream more, but I can't. So the key in this landing, like to smoothly land the 321, as you saw, was to fly like out past. Okay, shut up. Past the.
American 1076.
let's shut him down. Past the minimums, kind of go under the glide slope a little bit, and then as you go, as when it calls out, it goes 50. You'll start start kind of readjusting. You usually go like with the 700 feet per minute. You start readjusting to cut it in about half, so about 300. You don't look at it, you just feel it. But you when you see it on a repeat, you'll see it. That's how it works. And then at 30, you'll start leveling out some more. And then at about 20, you'll get, after 20, you'll get retard. But retard is not a order. This is the reminder. So you'll cut the power at about 10. And when you cut the power at about 10, as you level out, right, as you flare, kind of like you kind of fly it into it as you flare. And these aircraft, the 321s, they're known to kind of like to do a greaser on them. You gotta do a derotation, how they call it. So when you are just about to touch down, you do a slight forward stick, slight, just kind of quick and slight, and that way you'll raise the mains. This is a normal thing. You can read it online out there on Prune and other. It's not in the book, but that's how you grease it, and that's what I did just now. Fortunately, I did not record it. Okay, guys, I gotta go. That sucks, but I do. I will yeah, I will push the update, of course. I'll get back soon. I'll be back soon. All right. So I'll push the update. It's already gathered, so